Hey, are you thinking about moving to the Huntsville, Alabama area? Well, if you are, stay tuned because we're going to do a 12-year review on the Huntsville area. What's going on? Welcome to Huntsville Dreamin'. Justin Forehand here with my beautiful wife, Colleen. And we're going to discuss our thoughts on the Huntsville area since as of when this video airs, November 22nd, we will have lived here in the Huntsville area for 12 years. We closed on this house back in 2011, and this city has completely changed since we moved here. So we've been here through the entire growth explosion of Huntsville, and we're just going to talk about things we like and don't like about the Huntsville area. So Colleen, she moved here a couple months after I did. I moved here in like August, and she came up in November. And what do you think so far about Huntsville? What's one of the things you like about the city?
Let's see, something I like. Well, the mountains. It's absolutely beautiful to live around here. There's plenty of walking trails. You've got Monte Sano, you've got Rainbow Mountain. What else?
All the greenways.
The greenways.
I went running on Indian Creek Greenway over the weekend. I ran 5 miles. You can also attach that to Research Park, and I got 10 miles or so, and just plenty of places to walk, hike, anything like that. So mountain bike, if you mountain bike.
Also road cycling.
Yep.
There's a lot of share the roads. You still have to be careful because not everyone is nice about it, but they're supposed to share the road with cyclists. So lots of cycling around here too.
There's also tons of other things to do. There's a bunch of concerts, big names starting to come to the area, a bunch of events. Of course, when cities start growing, their attractions come to town. You have things like Cirque du Soleil, big rock, country, rap artists are coming to town. So
Snoop Dogg came a couple weeks ago.
Yep, so they built the Orion Amphitheater, and it's attracting a lot of big names. Of course, the Von Braun Center is still
gets a ton of our money.
Yes, we've probably spent thousands of dollars going to concerts and hockey events and things like that there.
Then you have the Trash Pandas.
Right.
We've always enjoyed going to their games. It's pretty cool. And then there's the new soccer stadium.
Right, we haven't been to a game yet, but maybe next year. We're just really busy this year and weren't able to make it.
Busy is an understatement.
Yep.
So let's see, what else do we like about it?
One of the things I really like is the proximity to other locations. It's about an hour and a half from Nashville, 3-ish hours to Atlanta, an hour and a half to Birmingham. We've been to Bowling Green, Kentucky, which there's a lot of national and state parks in that area.
And the Corvette Museum.
Yep, Corvette Museum. Chattanooga's not too far. Ruby Falls, Rock City. So there's just a lot of places that are. Huntsville is kind of like the central location of all those big cities that have a lot to do. So when you run out of things to do here in Huntsville, you can always just hop over to Atlanta for a show or something like that. You can go to Atlanta Zoo or Nashville Zoo. It's just
Birmingham Zoo.
Birmingham Zoo.
Ooh, the aquarium in Chattanooga.
Yep.
There's also a zoo in Chattanooga. It's just smaller.
Right. So it's a good location to be if you like doing weekend trips. You can hop over to one of the cities on Friday and then come home Sunday evening.
There's even like Chattanooga you can do in the day, a day trip. There's Cathedral Caverns. There's several other day trip things you can do in the area too.
Right, even in the Chattanooga area, you have Chickamauga if you're into the military history. It's just a huge Civil War museum along with battlegrounds and things like that. It's very interesting and a neat place to check out too. That's partly in North Georgia and then in Chattanooga area. I think that covers that one. What's something else you like about it?
Well, we decided to homeschool our children because the school zone we're in is not great, and rather than give up our house and our neighborhood, we did decide to homeschool. And so the homeschool community in this area course, having Facebook and other social media, it's an outlet to find other groups, and we get to do field trips, and the girls do school dances. So they're not lacking just because they're homeschooled. And so that is nice that there is such a good community around the homeschoolers.
Right, and there's other communities around town that you can become a part of, especially for kids. Like our kids are in dance, and they have built a huge network of dancers in just that studio and the other studios around town. And then also church groups. They're in youth groups in 2 different churches. They alternate week to week in just trying to, be socialized since they are homeschooled, and it's worked out, and I think it's worked out very well for them. So
they've really enjoyed it, and it allows them to be around different people other than just their dance friends and then homeschool friends. So they have a very diverse group of people. They know. Our oldest is not lacking for friends.
Right. Yeah, so those are kind of the 3 things that the 3 most important things I think we like about the Huntsville area. But of course, with anything, there's things that we don't like. And so one of the things that comes with more people moving to town, I wish I could remember what the population was when we moved here, but it's up to over 215,000 now. It's by far way more people than when we moved here, and so the traffic has just gotten horrible. What used to take us about 15 minutes or so to get to the other side of town is now 20 to 25, if not longer.
It depends on the time of day. If it's between 4 and probably 6:30, 7,
right.
It may take you 30 minutes to go what is usually a 15-minute drive.
Right, and the accidents have gotten horrible. There's a lot of drivers driving like they still live in Atlanta or wherever they're from. So that's just been one of the headaches that we've had it's really been over like I would say last 3 years.
Yes, pre-COVID was really nice.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, boom, it's like, where'd all these people come from?
Yeah, we used to be able to come home. We live kind of south of Madison, out where there wasn't a lot of people. When we'd come home, we'd be the only car on the road. And now, it doesn't matter what time of the day. You come home at midnight, there's 15 other cars around you. So even out where we live now, the traffic has gotten higher.
Well, our neighborhood alone has grown too.
Right, we have about 1,000 houses in our neighborhood now. When we moved here, it was close to 200. So huge population growth, of course, brings more traffic. So
and more people.
Yep. So
sometimes it's 2 people.
So that's another thing that I guess is another negative, is way more people. You try to go to like Bridge Street or some of these other places, and there's just a lot of people. We went to Galaxy of Lights this weekend.
He got walk rage. Well, him and Morgan got walk rage.
There's just a lot of people there,
and a lot of people.
And I don't know. I guess it's just something we need to learn to deal with. But like when you go to Bridge Street, there's just so many people there. It's when we first moved here, it wasn't like that. So I think if we moved here within the last 3 years, we'd be like, that's just the way it is. But we were here before the boom, and that's
two homebodies trying to go out in public.
Yeah, we like to stay home, and when we go out, we don't like people. That's funny because we both own businesses and deal with people. But
I deal with dogs.
Yeah.
I do have to deal with their owners, but I usually deal with dogs more than I do people.
Yeah, I think that's all on traffic and people. And I would say probably the third thing that we have found that we don't care for, and that's just because of our situation, is school zones. Like we mentioned earlier, we homeschool the kids, and one of the reasons is because we didn't like the school we're zoned for. And if we lived one street over, we would have a completely different school zone, and we would be happy with where they would be going to school. But the school zones are just zoned really, really weird here, and like one street over, the quality of school that you're zoned for could be 180 degrees different from each other. So,
and they're building new schools to accommodate the influx of new people. And so you may move into a neighborhood being, I'm going to go to this school and I want to go to this school. And then next thing you know, they rezone you and now you're zoned for a new school. You have no control when they change and when you zone, which is also a con. But that is something, if you are coming and moving into the area, research the school zone you're going to be in, because once you're in it, that's where you're at, unless you want to sell and move or rent a place. Or
yeah, it's good to know. You know, we kind of weren't thinking about that. Our oldest was only 4 when we moved here, so.
Well, and we came from a city where there was only one school.
Right.
There was not options. You went to that school from, and there was one elementary school, one middle school, one high school. So we did not realize, young parents, we didn't even know that was a thing.
Right.
We do now.
Yes, we do. Yeah, and so that's one of the things you should really research, especially if you have kids or thinking about kids. Moving for school zones, it can be an expensive thing, because when you buy, you're buying at that market, and if the market increases, you say you have a 1-year-old, if the market increases by 30% over a 4-year span, you're going to be spending a lot of money just to move school zones. So that's something you should really research before you move here. And if you need to talk about schools, that's something I could help with, and I can help do research to accommodate your situation. So
yeah, the kids know somebody, I think, at just about every high school and middle school. Maybe not middle school, but definitely all the high schools.
Right.
So if we get the team.
Yeah, and that's one thing that our kids are really, really good at, is being able to network. And of course, they're in these different communities, like we mentioned earlier, where it spans a whole bunch of different schools. So they're just not, when you're in school and you're only doing extracurricular activities at that school, you're kind of zoned into a certain group of people. And ours have been able to branch out to where they're meeting people from all different areas of town. So that's one thing that we've liked that they've done. But is there anything else? Or
another con, which this is just a personal thing, is it's far from the beach. We used to live an hour and a half from the beach, so we could do day trips to the beach. But now we are
6 hours.
far from the beach.
Yeah, it's a 6-hour drive to Panama City Beach. Maybe a little bit longer to Destin, but the Gulf Coast.
Gulf Shores.
Yeah, the Gulf Coast is about 6 hours from Huntsville. Still not too bad, but you're spending most of the day driving. So that's just for us, going from an hour and a half to the beach to now 6 hours.
But we do have the river, so you get the pro. Not that I want to go swim and play in it, but I do enjoy sitting. I say that I've swam in that river multiple times.
And you come home green.
But I do enjoy sitting on a boat and riding down the river, because the Tennessee River, there's some really pretty landscape, especially out towards Dittle Landing.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, you can go all the way from Decatur. They have restaurants and things on the river, all the way down through Gunnersville and areas like that on the river on a boat, and it's just a beautiful area. Yeah, on a boat, but yeah, we've done that. Well, we've been on Tennessee River a couple times. We got to get more friends with boats, and or buy one ourselves. But yeah, that's a good trade-off to the beach. Just of course not the beach, but it's one thing that we can do in this area.
Yeah, but we got the mountains.
And
we're a little more beach people, but we also love the mountains. So.
Smith Lake's not too far from here. We haven't been there yet, but it's not too far from here either. It's another option to be around water.
Yeah, they've got a water park in Cole. Where's the big one?
Talking about Point Mallard?
No,
Oh.
Point Mile, that's in Decatur. There's actually one on a natural body of water where they've got jumping parks and stuff. I'll have him research that, and then he'll
I'll
put
put
a
it
little caption
in the description. Anything else?
Pros and cons of Huntsville. There's lots of shopping. You've definitely got lots of shopping, and if you can't find what you want at either Bridge Street or the Parkway, or there's a bunch of little mom and pop shops.
Mid City.
Nashville, and then Birmingham, and then Leeds
has an outlet.
So there's definitely access to a lot of shopping.
And we have a Buc-ee's now.
Oh, yes. We love Buc-ee's. My dad, every time he comes to town, we have to go to Buc-ee's to get him a brisket sandwich. He can't not get a brisket sandwich. So, yes, we have Buc-ee's. It's in Athens. If you have not been, it's like Disney World and a gas station made a baby. And it's beautiful, and you will spend way too much time at a gas station.
Yep. Go to get gas and spend $200. That is right off of.
Manny, she knows.
Yep, it's right off I-65, just south of Athens. So that's something new. Now there's all kinds of things that are coming to town. We just got a BJ's. I don't know. There's Cliff Farms has so many different restaurants, and they don't have a lot of shopping yet. But there's a ton of restaurants. I don't even know where to start on that, but. That's one of the great things about the expansion here in Huntsville is we get all these new things. It's just too people-y.
Can I add that somebody needs to bring like a mug shots and needs to bring
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Yep.
Yes. Can somebody bring one of those to Huntsville, please?
Yeah, maybe we'll get one in a couple
I know we got a cheesecake
months to a year. Yeah, we got Cheesecake Factory.
Now we have that.
Anything else to add? We've been going for a little bit. 17 minutes.
Is that long, short?
Yeah, that's about
average.
It's more than average on my video.
It's because I'm here.
Yep. All right, well, if you have any questions about the Huntsville area, feel free to reach out. You can call me 256-542-0226. I'd love to talk to you, answer any questions you may have. If you have any real estate goals, I'd love to see if there's any way I can help you. Once again, thank you so much for watching. For Callean and I, thank you, and have a great rest of your day.
Oh, and if you need your dog watched.
Oh, Fur Baby Inn. We'll have a video in a couple weeks about Fur Baby Inn. I'll do an interview to let you know what and how she operates. So that'll be up in a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.